All right, hello everyone. Rob here with precodecamp.com, and in this video, we're going to have a follow-along challenge from our penny video that we did the other day, where you would rather take 1 penny and double it for 30 days, or would you like to take $1 million today? Which one would you do, right? And so we found out that if we go ahead and push the run button here, that we get this number. However, we would like it to be more human readable by putting some commas in there and maybe actually showing a $ in there to show that this is something that has value. So that's one of our challenges that we have today. I'm going to go ahead and scroll up here. And again, if you didn't watch this video and know how to kind of go about this, make sure you watch it, and then you can come back to this video and try out this next challenge. See if you can do it by yourself, right? That's the goal. But we want to convert the total to an actual dollar amount. And so we want to write a function out there that will go ahead and add the $ there for us and put the commas in there and just spit back the total. It should come back as a string. And that's what we put down here, right? It should come back as a string. So let's go ahead and talk about this a little bit. And you may start thinking in your mind, okay, so I have to somehow split these numbers up and separate them out. Well, what if I told you that there is a method out there that would take the number that you have and automatically almost do all the work for us? Let's go ahead and take a look at that inside of the documentation that we have, right? So let's take a look at W3 schools. And so if you just do a Google search for JavaScript number and then toLocaleString, you'll be able to find the exact same one that you see right here on your screen. And so some things to kind of point out here is that we have access to this method. And let's read what this method does. It says it will return a number as a string, which is what we want, and it will turn it into your locale format. And so if we take a look at some of the examples that they provide us here, and if I go ahead and hit try it, we'll see this pop up. And notice that, at least in the United States, right, we get our commas in there for us. So really all we need to do is have a function and we'll supply it the total and it will spit back the string with commas, right? And so now it's just going to be our job to put a $ in there. And so let's go ahead and see how we go about doing that inside of the code. So let's go back to the code and take a look at what we have there. So down here, I'm just going to go ahead and let's go ahead and create that function called convert to $. And then it needs to take a parameter, right? And that parameter is going to be num. We're just going to call it num. And then the last thing, it said that this function needs to return a string, right? It needs to return a string. And so if we take a look at this right here, we're utilizing these backticks. And this backticks will allow us to put that $ in there. And matter of fact, if we were to just remove the backticks and the $ here, again, we saw in the documentation that this does in fact return a string. So the only reason that we need these backticks on here is to add our $ that you see right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of a console log, and then we want to call that function that you see right here, and we want to supply it the total, right? So let me go ahead and save this, and then we're going to go ahead and run this thing, right? So let's go ahead and run it, and notice that we now get the $, right? And that came from this right here. And then this second $ is just going to be your interpolation here, where we're just saying, hey, you know what, whatever this comes back with, we can go ahead and assume that it's a string and display it for us, right? So that's where we get this right here. We have the $, and then the toLocaleString, it's handling the commas for us, as well as separating it out. So again, a real simple method out there that's already baked into JavaScript to help us out with solving our hard but simple problem. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.